Hello and welcome to another music trivia night. We're excited. Tonight's music trivia is going to be songs that are questions, not necessarily titles, but yeah, I guess song titles that are questions. That's what it is. Yeah, I know, Chris. It's been all over the news. It's been all over the news. Yeah, R.I.P. to the Prince of Darkness. That was his preferred uh, nickname, I guess. I think there were two. I forget what the other one was. I'm doing okay, Chris. I'm ready to get my cataract surgery done on my left eye, and I'm ready to probably get surgery done on my shoulder. I'm over it. I'm ready to quit being in pain. Then I can go back to just being in pain in my hips, and my knees. So, yeah. Well, when you had the macular hole surgery like I had, then your cataract, if you had them, and I did, it speeds up that process. They were about equal, but this eye still doesn't need surgery, but this eye, the process did in fact speed up. So, yeah. So, in other news, The Who kicked off their farewell tour in Italy, and Mariah Carey has announced an upcoming album, and it may be titled Here for It All. That's exciting news. No, it isn't, Chris. There's a new supergroup called King Ultra Mega, and it in that supergroup is William Duvall from Alice in Chains, Bill Kelleher from Mastodon, Mark Mengy from Metal Allegiance, Charlie Benatti from Anthrax and Patera, and they did a tribute to Chris Cornell called Rusty Cage. That, of course, is available on YouTube if you'd like to go check that out. Um, and in doing this week's research, I ran across a pretty cool band. If you like old classic style rock, a four-piece band type thing, um, it's called the Southern River Band, and they're from Australia. But they have a solid classic rock sound, and I like the lead singer. He has like long, he has bangs, kind of long, curly, wavy hair, and then he also has, the real thick Chris Leclerc mustache. So yeah, Chris had one of those when we first dated, and he had it when we got married too. Yeah. So the lead singer for Southern River Band definitely looks the part. Now they only formed around 2013, so they've not been around too long. Um, see, R&B singer, rap artist J Rock got his first gold record. Congratulations to him. And then Def Leppard has announced residency in Vegas. You can catch them live at Caesar's Palace, and they'll be in residency from February 3rd to the 28th at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace, and the tickets go on sale Friday, July 25th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Pacific time. So I guess the Friday they go on sale. Wow. And then, of course, I've talked about Chrissy Salem Metal Massacre, one of my new favorite YouTube artists. And she has, or he has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend's name is Jessie Pump. So you can go at Jessie Pump, and I will leave a link in just a moment. And Jesse Pump's channel is also known as the Hell on Heels Girls Club. So we like that. But if nothing else, Chrissy Metal Massacre is really good at really long channel names. So let me go put up Jesse Pump's link here. And there we go. So Jesse Pump put out a short that was amusing. So that was fun. So we're still waiting for people to show up to play. Let's see. So again, the theme this week is song titles that are questions. And I think next week's show we're going to do what are we doing next week? Songs that mention, it was initially famous people, but we're going to do infamous people. And we'll see what we get there. But I've already started doing some work on that. I will say it's a little bit more of a challenge. That's why I like you guys. You challenge me. So I will take it. And I liked having that already decided so that I could do some work ahead of time on it. So anyway, I wonder where everybody is today. Are you still here, Chris? It's still early though. So what I have coming up this week and Saturday, I just got some couple items for the garden. So I'm going to be including that probably in my Saturday garden tour video. It is, I got a bird bath with a fountain. So the goal is to keep the critters watered and well hydrated so they don't attack my fruit so much and my vegetables. So we'll see. I've known about that helping quite a bit for some time now because when the animals just get overheated, they start going for anything that has liquid, which totally makes sense to me. So I'm hoping this bird bath will deter that a little bit. And, I do want a little bit more wildlife friendly property. I kind of joke about fighting the squirrels, fighting the deer, but I do like nature and wildlife. In fact, I saw 2 young deer. So I guess she may have had babies this year, run across the yard earlier this evening. So, yeah, I'll get that bird bath put up and include that. I'm anxious to see. It's a resin, and they recommend putting rocks down in the middle of it. So I'll have to see how easy, difficult. Is it going to make it off balance? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. So I'm anxious about that. Wonder why YouTube's being a little weird today. I wonder. All right. So it's only 8:09. We usually try to ramp things, get things going by 8:15. Only because, YouTube's not the best at giving out notifications and it gets people time to get in here. So, but I never know what to believe. It shows me that there are 2 people in here. And pardon me, I guess that's about correct. So, up 3 people are in here. So, I have been just trying to get reacclimated, and I've had a lot of, I had to get a medical clearance for my upcoming surgery and an EKG and a bunch of blood work. And I actually had some of the best blood work I've had in a long time. So, yay, good for me. I'm being a good girl, trying to be. It's hard. It's hard in the land of plenty. So, yeah. In fact, I've got my grocery list going. I need to, a couple things I need to add to groceries tomorrow. So, does anyone have any great plans coming up for the summer? The end of summer is coming quickly. I guess school starts here in Georgia, a couple counties, the first week in August. So, traffic will be really bad for Chris again. He can sometimes make it home in under an hour from work, but most of the time it's going to be an hour. So I guess we can begin here shortly. Let me get 2 of those. All right. Let's begin. All right. And remember, these are songs that are questions. So most of it's going to be this song, this song, this song. So you'll get tired of that by the end of the evening. But let's go. Pete Townsend wrote this song after a grueling 12-hour meeting, followed by a drunken encounter with Sex Pistols member Steve Jones and Paul Cook. Name the song. Pete Townsend wrote this song after a grueling 12-hour meeting. Hey, Lori, how are you doing, girl? I hope you got my message. My week's been crazy. Crazy. Between physical therapy and doctor appointments. One of those. I try and cluster my doctor appointments, but I don't know. Sometimes I think that's a bad thing because I just get worn out. I'm just so over it. Every 6 months. Oh my gosh. So I don't know. Is it every 6? Well, one doctor's every 4, one's every 6. And then all the stuff in between. So oh, yeah. Well, that's more important, Lori. Definitely. Definitely. So, question number 1. Nobody knows? Pete Townsend wrote this song after a grueling 12-hour meeting, followed by a drunken encounter with Sex Pistols members Steve Jones and Paul Cook. And these are all songs that ask a question. Do, 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 do. All right. That would be, who are you? Do, 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 do. Yep. Who are you? I know, that's me most of the time, Lori. I can relate. Oh, gosh. Oh, let's see. Question number 2. This, you may know this one. This song was inspired by Creedence Clearwater Revival's rainy performance at Woodstock in 1969. This song was inspired by CCR's rainy performance at Woodstock in 1969. No, Vinny, you shocked me. Ha ha, no. Nope. And that's funny. I may not even thought about that one. Hmm. Wow. How about Who Will Stop the Rain? Who'll stop the rain? Who'll stop the rain? All right. Number 3. This song by Ace wasn't about romantic infidelity, but about a bandmate, Terry Comer, secretly playing with another band. Paul Carrick wrote it after discovering Comer's deception. This song by Ace wasn't about romantic. Very good, Vinny. You are on the board. Very good. Uh, yeah, Chris has a coworker that just hates the song. Number 4, Ray Charles admitted the lyrics don't make sense and are about nothing. Ray Charles admitted the lyrics don't make sense and are about nothing. Dang, that was a good concert, too. He was awesome live. Ray Charles admitted the lyrics don't make sense and are about nothing. He actually wrote this as a fill-in. I think he needed like a 15-minute fill-in for a concert for something, and he kind of improvised it, and then it made the next uh, made the next album. It was What I Say. See the girl with the diamond rings. She knows how to shake that thing on you. Tell me what I say. Now, if I'd mentioned it had call and response in it, that probably would have given you the good hint. Number 5. Hey, Mike. Hit the trail, Mike. I know you enjoyed your camping trip. I'm glad you got to do one before school started back, too. That was pretty cool. It's a question, Lori, the way Mike says it. Hit the road, Jack? Hmm. I know. I know. I'm glad you at least got one night on the ground. Mhm. Yep. All right. Number 5. This Tom Jones song served as a theme for the 1965 film of the same name. This Tom Jones song served as a theme for the 1965 film of the same name. I loved this song. No, not Quando. Not Quando. I'm surprised Lori doesn't have this one. I know she was, it came out before Lori gave up listening to rock music. This would be What's New, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Having my baby. Now that's a tricky question. You're having my baby? You're having my baby. You're having my baby? Hmm. Oh gosh. Number 6. This song was written specifically for the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack after producer Robert Stigwood requested songs from the Bee Gees. The song was written specifically for the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. How Deep Is Your Love? Very good. All right, question number 7. Well, 4 inches or not, this might happen if you go too deep with your love. Who sang Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? Who sang Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? Ah, imagine Vinny knowing that one. You listen to that with a side of uh, uh, what you call it, antibiotic. Mike, it was interesting to write. It was interesting. All right, number 8. Contrary to popular belief, this Baha Men song isn't about dogs. The lyrics refer to women in a club complaining about men. You let the dogs out. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah. I don't know. It's so funny because it's, while Georgia has, UGA has the dogs, but they play that, I guess, at the Falcons game. They played that a lot. Yeah. Who let the dogs out? Number 9. This song was released on August 16th, 2018, as the first single from Disturbed's album, Disturbed's album, Evolution. The song topped the Billboard Mainstream Rock Songs chart in September 2018. The song was released on the 16th of August as the first single from Disturbed album Evolution. It would be a song that was a question. It would be, Are You Ready? Are you ready? Question number 10. Rihanna's accompanying music video, directed by Dave Meyers, depicts the singer in an assortment of costumes and location, referencing the song's lyrics. Rihanna is seen as a semi naked water reptilian in an Egyptian desert, an African themed hut, and challenging Hindu god Shiva with multiple limbs. Oh, she was channeling the Hindu god Shiva with multiple limbs in the video. It's a song by Rihanna. I thought maybe Disturbed would help you, Mike. I was hoping you would get that one. So the song by Rihanna that does all that basically shows her as a Egyptian or a channeling Hindu god Shiva. Hey Rudy, how's it going? So that song was Where Have You Been? Where have you been, Rudy? Hope you've been doing good. All right. Number 11. This Bo Diddley song has been covered by Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks, Quicksilver Messenger Service, and George Thorogood. This Bo Diddley song was covered by Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks. Who do you love? Oh, yeah. Very good, Vinny. Number 12. Which Canadian American folk rock band's debut single was Do You Believe in Magic in July 1965? I think Bo Diddley, because that is such a Bo Diddley tune. Levin Spoonful, Vinny again. Oh my gosh. April Wine's good guess though, Mike. But that was way before April Wine, I do believe. I don't think they started till probably early 70s. Number 13, this song was nominated in the Best Hard Rock Metal Performance category at the 55th Grammy Awards, but lost to Hailstorm's Love Bites. So do I. This song was nominated in the Best Hard Rock Metal Performance category, the 55th Grammy Awards, but lost to Hailstorm's Love Bites. No, it wasn't Def Leppard. I will give you the band, and then maybe that'll help you guess the artist. The band was Megadeth. Do you know which song lost to Love Bites? Which Megadeth song lost the Grammy Award to Love Bites? Nope. I have no idea, Rudy. I don't know, Rudy. Are those even kosher to put in a chat? That would be Whose Life Is It Anyway by Megadeth. All right, question number 14. Oh, Symphony of Destruction. Nope. No. Whose Life Is It Anyways by Megadeth. Question number 14. Slant, Billboard, and Rolling Stones all have called Do You Wanna Funk on the top 100 to 200 dance songs of all time. Just on two 100 list, one 200 list. But who sang the hit? Do You Want to Funk? Do You Want to Funk? Is on the top 100 to 200 dance songs of all times. Who sang it? Nope. Mike, you dance in the woods. But it's all a straight line. No, that would have been Sylvester and Patrick Cowley. It was produced by Cowley too. Sylvester sang it. I don't know if Patrick Cowley had anything to do with the backup vocals, but and he died the same year that he produced the song. But it was mostly successful in Belgium, Finland, Norway, and there it became a top 10 hit. So it did pretty well here. Yeah, I could picture that, Mike. I could picture that. Hey, do you know any teachers in Pasco County, Mike? Hey, Faye, how are you doing? How's it going? Hey, Keith. Uh, oh, okay. Let's do this one. Number 15. This is a lyric. So, this is a lyric question. Is it the man come to take me away? Why do you follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just a fantasy. Yeah. Name the song. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I have a friend that's a teacher down there. Actually, Faye, Johnny called me last night. So he's gonna send me some more pictures of Al, but Al's kind of declining a bit. So uh, he said it's time to move Al into a nursing facility. And he's been taking him, and I'd suggested this to Bimbo when she was alive that she take him to adult daycare. Um, and Johnny's been taking him and just dropping him off and telling him like it's a social club. So he doesn't say it's adult daycare. He says it's a social club. And he tells him he's taking him there. He drops him off, and then he comes back and he said he was really good and he kind of enjoys it. But this last week, he said, I do not want to go and sit in that doctor's office again. I am not going back to that doctor. So poor Al, but it's time. I tell Johnny when he gets him settled, and because I said, it's going to be very difficult for him. Any transition when you have Alzheimer's is difficult, right? So, and I said, he's probably going to decline quite a bit once that move happens. But I told him I'd send him some cheese balls when he gets him settled. So Gave him some hints and tips on, um, when he's nursing and home shopping, and gave him the links to that Medicare, Medicaid rating system and stuff too to help out. So we'll see what he comes up with. But when he gets up, probably, I don't know when he'll have time. He's got so much going on again. He's had a busy, busy summer. Yeah, but Faye, I kind of wonder about him getting into a facility with Alzheimer's. He may end up wearing those backwards jumpers. That's my only fear, Faye. And he's so big and tall. I mean, he's as tall as Chris. So, yeah. Yeah. So did anybody Keith says hi back? I like that truck now. Every time I see a Silverado, man, I'm just staring at it. I did enjoy that ride. It was pretty nice. Oh, Mike. Well, did you get all your house chores done, Mike? Love you too, Faye. You take care. Oh, hopefully you were able to get some stuff knocked off your list, Mike. I mean, I know you got a lot of hikes in. That's good. That's really good. All right. Let's go on. Well, I guess nobody answered that one. No one knew that word, the lyrics there. Question 15. This is a lyric. So if you know the song, go ahead and put it in as the answer. Is it the man come to take me away? Why do they follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just it's just my fantasy. It's a song by Men at Work. Name that song. Don't worry, Lori. Don't worry. I feel bad. I'm in here. Chris is making the beds today. I washed all the sheets and linens and stuff, but I haven't cleaned the guest room lately, so I did the guest room too. But because of my bad arm, he's got to make the beds. Getting the pillowcase off was a bear. All right, so that was Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work. All right, number 16. This song by Hadaway is featured in Night at the Roxbury and SNL skits, Saturday Night Live skits. This song by Hadaway is featured in Night at the Roxbury and SNL skits. What is love? Don't hurt me. And Vinny's got it. What is love? Dun, 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 dun. That was so goofy. Yeah, what is love? Number 17. This song, recorded by American singer Whitney Houston for her self titled debut studio album. It was released on November 22nd, 1985. Whitney Houston recorded this song for her self titled debut studio album. It was released on November 22nd, 1985. This was a hard one. This was a hard one, Mike. Nope. Not a question. Has to be a question, Mike. What? Saving all my love for you? What? Forget about it. I want to dance with somebody. Nope. Nope, nope. It's how will I know? How will I know? I mean, that still gets a lot of play. Now, I didn't meet Whitney, but I met her dog on several occasions. And then I met um, not the daughter, I met her boyfriend. Because he would bring the dogs in when they would travel. Because I worked at a dog daycare for a bit after I lost my dog. I thought it'd be good for me. It was crazy. Dog daycares behind the scenes. There's a reality show for you. You do dog daycare employees behind the scenes IRL reality show. It's insane. Oh yeah, definitely. Mariah, I announced in the beginning, Mike, Mariah has a new album coming out. It was just announced. They think that it's going to be titled Here for It All. And, oh, for you, Mike, too, there's a new supergroup called King Ultra Mega. Has William Duvall from Alice in Chains, Bill Killahar from Mastodon, Mark Menke from Metal Allegiance, Charlie Benatti from Anthrax and Pantera. And they did a tribute to Chris Cornell called Rusty Cage. It's available on YouTube right now. And Def Leppard has got a residency coming up in Vegas. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 p.m. Pacific time. They'll be in residency there February 3rd to the 28th. So, and don't forget to watch the Hell on Heels Girl Club on YouTube with @Jessie Pump. So, I will leave that link here. Jessie Pump is Chrissy Metal Mascara's girlfriend. So there you go. That was my opening news. I figure I'd go back and tell you. There you go, Mike. You can maybe go see him in Vegas. That would be a nice break in February. That's nice out there. You'd love hiking the Red Rocks, the Red Rock Canyon. If you've never done that, it's really pretty out there. But I don't know about February. April, it's pretty. It also gets really hot really fast. All right, question number 18. Name the 10th studio album by guitarist Joe Satriani, released April 2004 through Epic Records. It reached number 80 on the US Billboard 200. I probably could have used this album title in last week's game. That's crazy, Mike. You're in such good shape. My husband just got down to our wedding weight. Good for him. He did good. And lately he's been getting up every morning and working out on the treadmill. Yeah, yeah. Or with me, it knocks me on my butt because I trip over a root and injure my hip again and swear to never go hiking anymore. I'm too old for that. I need to go on like, sidewalk hiking type stuff, which we have. I mean, I should go, but I feel funny driving to hike. I can walk around the neighborhood just as easily. But hiking, it's nice to get out in nature and hike is the thing. And that's what I like. And we have Stone Mountain here too. It's like $25 a year, maybe 30, 50, I don't know. And that's you can go around the mountain or you can hike up the side of the mountain, which is tough. I've done it a couple times, but it's pretty tough. At this age I couldn't do it. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, did anyone answer that? Bite bite. Uh-huh. 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 All right. So nobody got the other one. The Satriani is album was called Is There Love in Space? Is There Love in Space? Question number 19. Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby is a song written by Louis Jordan and Billy Austin. Name an artist who covered the song. Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby? My dad used to say that all the time. Do you carry bear spray, Mike? I carried bear spray. I probably still have it around here somewhere, or I threw it away because it probably was expired. That stuff isn't cheap either. I think the last time I bought bear spray it was like $50 for a can. But I don't mess with bears. Mm-mm. No. Oh, here's some. Summer Bass Pro has it $39.99. I don't know why it was so expensive before. Maybe because I bought it at REI. Probably. Yeah, always. And then hope you're upwind when you spray it, and hope you're spraying downwind. That's the only thing. I mean, yeah, because that's why I freaked out. We were going someplace and, on this trail and we saw fresh scat. And I told Chris, and it was fall too. So they were ready to hibernate. And it was late for Georgia, late October, November. I saw that fresh scat there. I was like, no, time to turn around and go back. He's like, no, he's obviously not around. I'm like, you don't know if he's on that trail up there. No, you don't know if he's climbed a tree here. I'm not going to be going paranoid down this trail. So we ended up not doing that. But I think it was shortly after that I fell on a root and gave up going up to the mountains. But there's some places I still like to go up there and hang out by streams and creeks and stuff. And I've been on the AT up here, part of the Appalachian Trail. So, because that's where I used to camp. It was primitive camping. But my husband does not camp. He loathes camping. Really? That's wild, Mike. That's wild. I wonder what did it. You singing Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song or banging on the fire ring? Oh my gosh. I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified. That's wild. All right. Yeah, bear spray's gone down in price or something. Or something. All right. Did anyone answer any of those? Man, this week's been tough for y'all. Uh Artist who covered Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby was Bingo says Bingo Crosby. Bing Crosby and the Andrews sisters. BB King covered it. And Dr. John. I think they did that together. And Tom from Tom and Jerry. It was actually in one of the cartoons. And I forget who did the voice of Tom singing, but he was credited. All right. Now, this one I knew. There were only a few of these I probably knew off the top of my head or would be able to even guess if I were playing. So I will admit it was a tough one. Number 20, Nirvana covered this Lead Belly song on their MTV Unplugged performance. Nirvana covered this Lead Belly song on their MTV Unplugged performance. Yes, Vinny. I expected you would know that, Vinny. All right. So, and remember, it's not about winning, it's about learning too. So have you learned anything, Mike? Or you'd be like me, the retention span is like the attention span and the retention span is very short. I do remember some things sometimes, though. Like the Nirvana, the Lead Belly, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? But they did a good job. I love the Nirvana Unplugged album was really good. But most of what they did was covers. Of course, that generation didn't realize it so much. Yes, In the Pines. Number 21, name the song by Australian rock band Jet from their 2003 debut album, Get Born. Name the song by Australian rock band Jet from their 2003 debut album, Get Born. Mine too, Lori. Mine too. I usually can't even remember what I ate the night before. I really have to stop and think about it hard. All right, so this one is Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Mike, I think you might like this one. Lori, I think you might like it too, because it sounds very 60s, 70s kind of throwback. Kind of punk. Do you know the song, Vinny? Are you gonna be my girl? Do, 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 do. Has that really hard driving pulse beat. Yeah, black and white video. It's an awesome video too. Yeah. Very retro feel. Yeah. All right. You ready to see what you won this week, Vinny? I threw some old stuff in there, Mike. I try to. I try to every week. I try and get you with the metal bands and at least a couple in there, few in there. I try to do a new septic tank. No, do you need one of those? I'm sorry. I'm dreading the day we need one. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, but you do learn some things. And I do like to include things. So when I was learning things, like I was going and researching some of these bands too that I had never heard of. Um, because sometimes I'll just do a genre too. I'll do like metal songs that ask a question, and I'll get a list from different sources. So I'll try and pick a little from there, 30s, 40s, 50s. I try and get a mix in there. So I figure if nothing else, you learn something. And there are some cool bands. Um, Vinny, had you heard of the band, the Southern River Band from Australia? They established in 2013. I opened the show talking about them. Uh, but doing my research, I stumbled across them, and they sound like an old school classic rock four-piece band. I mean, and then the lead singer has this wavy hair and the big bushy 70s mustache. He looks awesome. Yeah, not Little River Band. It's called and they haven't had many albums out. I don't know why. The Southern River Band. Now, somebody said that the guys sound like Eddie Van Halen. I'm like, I didn't hear it in anything. I listened, but I just kind of sampled. I didn't go to the bridge on every song, but I liked them. They did sound like classic 70s rock. So that was a surprise. And yeah, Def Leppard thing. And that mega group, I'd never heard of King Ultra Mega with all those people. And yeah. So, and then I need to put this in. Oh, we need to get to Vinny's prize. We need to get to Vinny's prize. Vinny, you've won an open master lock box. There's no lock in it. But yeah, it's in pretty good condition. I mean, you could tape it up, it would look like brand new. So yeah, that's your prize today. It's a better cut resistant and good weather resistance. So there you go, Vinny. Pretty good. Pretty good. I love the mellow 70s, but my 80s multi crew. Oh yeah. I think I bought one of those K-Tel's Super Sounds of the 70s albums at one point. I think it had Leo Sayer and Hall & Oates and I forget who else. Hall & Oates was awesome in concert. No, you're supposed to get this. Oh, you need safety scissors, Vinny. I need to get you some safety scissors. Maybe in the next game. Oh yeah, yeah, Lori. Well, you know the Who, right? That was our lead song, question. It was the first question. Pete Townsend wrote the song after meeting a 12-hour meeting and then a drunken encounter with Sex Pistols members Steve Jones and Paul Cook. Oh, yeah, that's what Vinny needs. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was telling Chris, I think we need, though, I don't know, we need something again. I mean, so I was going back and it was interesting that, like in the 70s, there weren't many songs where people asked questions. It was all very positive and about partying, having fun, dancing, uh, and just really upbeat and positive lyrics in the 70s. I don't know. But I did tell Chris the other day we need something, we need a new music thing to sweep in and make us feel better right now. Yes, we need more mellow. Yeah, I don't know. I like it all. I mean, we listen on the trip when I drive. I like to listen to 70s and I like to listen to funk, like anything with funk in it. They play a lot of because Chris got the sample, the free Sirius subscription for just for the trip. So yeah, we listen mostly to funk and 70s and when I'm driving. And then but at home it's more classical music than anything. So, but I like studying this stuff and learning more about stuff because I don't know, Lori. Um, because kind of like you, I wasn't allowed to listen to rock at a young age, and then I didn't until I was older, like 16 and stuff. So I was cut off from like 10. I missed like 6 years. So, except it was weird because Elvis was allowed. So, I don't know. It was funny. Yeah, we were hoping to stop by. I believe it was where Dvorak wrote one of his, finished one of his symphonies. And we were hoping to stop there, but we just didn't get the chance. He was, uh, it was at a museum we went there, I think Monday, so it was closed. That's the only thing about traveling on vacation. You have to look up, a lot of museums and stuff are closed Monday, Tuesday. So it makes long weekends if you don't hit all the museums on a Saturday, Sunday, it can make it difficult to hit museums on a long weekend Monday or Tuesday. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like about a lot of the James Taylor stuff back then and the uh, Linda Ronstadt. All that stuff was good. But yeah. So I miss everybody this week, but I understand everybody is busy probably too. I know Martha's had a very busy week. Very busy week. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Linda Ronstadt has she done anything in let's see when her last album was. Her last album was 2006. See, I didn't even know. She had one in 2004 as well. Adieu False Heart was her 2006 uh, album. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We need something. I don't know that Andre's 3000 flute music album is going to carry us where we need to be right now. Although it was interesting. Have you heard that, Mike? Andre 3000, his latest album? I don't know if it's his latest. Kate Wolf and Nancy Griffith. I don't know who either one of those are, Lori. Were they folk singers? Hey, what was his latest album discography? New Blue Sun, and it's him playing. Basically, has flutes, percussion, guitars, drums, violin, keyboards. There are some vocals. Mia Doy Todd did the vocals. And it was named Best Alternative Jazz Album at the 67th Annual Grammy Awards. And it was he has the opening track on the album was I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. And it was nominated for the best instrumental composition. I don't know. You should give some of these other guys a try. Uh, I would say New Blue Sun is definitely kind of like a new world type vibe to it, Mike. That's why I thought you might like it. It's kind of new agey. Who's this? I don't know who this guy is. Carlos Nino. I guess he does some producing and he does percussion on this album. But yeah. But yeah, that was an interesting. But he took a big fall for that. Andre 3000 did because it was outside of what people expected. So, Vinny, there's this couple I watch on YouTube called what's it? Well, it's Sandy Yaw is the channel name, and it's Shane Dawson's sister-in-law, but it has Shane Dawson's brother on there, and she's always like, "Did you just fart?" And they were where were they in Ensenada looking at a house? They like doing these segments on how much will $1 million get you, and or how much is this house in Ensenada? And they were with this real estate agent. They had just met, and they're in the house, and he farts during the filming, and I think they left it in there. And the realtor even said, you should leave that in there. It's like, golly. So it's kind of what he's known for now. It's crazy. That's hot. Yeah, I bet it's boiling. Boiling. Oh my gosh. See, Lori, aren't you glad you came tonight? Oh gosh. Lori does marathon YouTube lives, y'all. I wish they need to do you need to give you a way to pin someone's but Lori will be up live till, she'll be doing 4 or 5 hour late night lives. Have you followed Hike with Mike, Lori? He's pretty cool. His videos aren't too long, and he always does these really nice, peaceful hikes. So we like that. We do like that. Yeah, sit around a yakking. Yeah. I've got to get my bird bath together this week, and I'm going to do I don't know what I'm going to do. I still have a lot of videos I still have to get out, a bunch of shorts still I have to get out. I have a lot of editing to do. And then I have, and next week we're going to do, you can do your homework. We're going to do songs that mention famous/infamous people. Infamous people. So this one's going to be a hard one too. You know what question I was going to put in here? I was going to put the song Do You Know the Muffin Man? But then I saw that it's actually called only The Muffin Man. So I had to take it out of the cut. So I try to do a wide range of genres. But what else have I got going on? I've got that Saturday video coming on. Next week we have that. Oh yeah. Did anyone go see Corey Feldman's video? I have not yet. I need to do a couple of these things. I have not. And then don't forget to check out what's her name? Jessie Pumps. Jessie Pumps. It's all positive energy over there. All positive energy. And that is Jessie Metal Mascara's girlfriend. Was it Muffin Man? He probably did do Muffin Man as well. He probably did. Are you a big Zappa fan, Vinny? Were you in here when we went on that cruise last year, Margaritaville, the Halloween cruise? There was a guy that dressed in the, the alien abduction costume, but he was abducting Frank Zappa. The guy put on like a thick black mustache and black wig. And he was Latino. And he was in this huge group of Latinos. And He was like, yeah, no, but none of the Latinos get the reference. Uh, hiking with Jackie Boy. Oh, that's pretty cool, Lori. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Mike's chill. He has a good, relaxing voice, too. Mike's very zen. It's all peaceful. That's why I like it over there. I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, like even my blood pressure was super low. Like, I'm so glad. The only bad things I had was low chloride, which I looked it up and I think I know why my chloride's low. I'm going to talk to my endo about it. We're testing again for that anyway, though. And then, because I got to do like a dex suppression test every year to see if I'm putting out too much cortisol. And I think that's why my chloride is low. But we'll see. That and what else was bad? Oh, my triglycerides were high because I'm eating fattier meat and I normally don't. And I normally don't because my doctor said eat more fat and eat more protein. So fattier meat is where I went. But now my triglycerides are up. So I don't know. I don't know. But fat and protein, he didn't say like go keto. He was like, no, not keto. Because I said, oh, you mean keto? He's like, no, not keto at all. Like keto, very light. Yeah, that is true, Mike. Stress is a killer. It's a killer. Oh my goodness. Getting tired. Carnivore diet? Yeah, no. I couldn't do that. My mother in law just did the keto diet and she lost a bunch of weight. She did really good she was on it for like a year. She looks great, but same thing. She's like fighting the cholesterol. And my LDL was like 13. Chris hates me. Because we eat the same thing. So, you see there's got to be some genetic stuff going on because I'm 13. He had to go on a statin. But mine I think is too low now. 13. That's crazy low. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I try to behave. It's hard. Oh no. So, anyway, do you crochet, Lori? As my friend Qstead Q, well, on her My Fiber Fun, she has two channels. But on her My Fiber Fun channel, she showed how to make a watermelon bag. It's so cute. Good for the body and soul. I don't know though. Some of those in Leviticus can be a little bit rough, Lori. Hey, Mark, how's it going? I love that video you put out, Mark. That was hilarious. So, what happened? Did the cops just let you go? I take it. Uh, that's why I said sometimes. That's what Chris told me. He said sometimes it's just better to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Uh, Mark went to he went by this sanitarium that's closed down. I guess that's what it was. Sanitarium, mental health, holding type facility, hospital, something. So he drove through there, and then on the way back, he got met by some blue lights. Yeah, it's usually pretty easy, Mark. Uh-huh. That's like when we were in Detroit. We I knew it was closed, but I it was along the waterfront, and I knew there were going to be a lot of nice houses. So I told Chris, I said, let's just ride over to Etzel Ford's house up on the waterway there. And so we did, and uh, we drove in. The gates were open, and we drove in, and she's like, "Are you a guest here?" And I was like, "Or what did she ask me?" She asked me if we were there for an event. I told her no. She said, "Oh, well, you have to drive around." So I did actually get to go on the property and go around. Lori. Oh, you're so funny. Um, Maybe Corinthians might be a little better, Lori. Like 13, maybe. But but then Chris and I had to go to the restroom, and there was this park. So we went in to use the facilities, and the guy said, uh, "So are you a member here at the yacht club?" Well, I didn't see any yacht club signs. I just saw that it looked like a park. And I was like, no. I said, we just wanted to use the restroom, actually, is all we were looking for. I said, we're here from Atlanta, visiting the city. He was like, okay, you can be my guest for 30 minutes. That was awesome. So we got to go into this exclusive yacht club, and I took video. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. So yeah, that was another. I do oopsie videos all the time. So I'm getting tired. Like I told Lori, I'm trying to be back on. I used to be on Lori's schedule and be up all night on YouTube, hanging out. I'm trying to be good. I have nights where I can't sleep. This last week was rough with the pain. Um, so there were a couple nights I was up. I was in bed. I went to bed early and then couldn't sleep. So I had a rough week, but I'm trying to be back on a decent schedule. And for me, if I wake up at 10, I'm happy. That's early for me. Today I was bad. I woke up around 10, but then I laid in bed till almost noon. So I was not ready to get up. I tried to go back to sleep, but I will sleep well tonight for sure. For sure. Okay, so next week we're doing what is it? Songs that mention famous, infamous people. What should we do after that week? Somebody had mentioned maybe we should do one name songs. How about we do that? One name songs. Yeah, we'll do that on the third week from now. One hit wonders. We did a couple one hit wonders already, so we're kind of branching out. I have a bunch of other categories too that I didn't copy over to this week's, did I? Songs that are questions at the bottom. No, I did not. Okay. Usually I put at the bottom that we choices are celestial objects, food, motorized objects, body parts, names, instruments, and one word titles. One name songs. Rename. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. One name song. uh, built in Robert Ford's gun. Who's Robert Ford? I was saying earlier, Mark, that I talked to Johnny last night. Al's going to be going into a home. He's in the process of looking for a place to put Al. And then Johnny's condo from the hurricane damage, it's not even going to be ready to move in maybe by October of this year. So what he's going to do is find a place for Al, and Johnny's going to move into the house. So, because I think at this point too, his landlord just wants to sell that condo and not have to deal with hurricanes and all this stuff. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on over there. He said he'd send me some new pictures once he gets a chance. But he's kind of on a tight schedule because school starts in just a couple weeks. So I also said that he's been taking him to adult daycare, but he's been calling it a social club. And Al's gone. I told Bimbo to take him. I'm like, when you need a break, go take him to adult daycare. I was like, and just drop him off there for a bit and stay with him and see how he does. Then sneak out. Tell him you got to go do something, you'll be back. And she would never do it. Even though she needed a break, she needed that respite. But Johnny has taken advantage of it. And Al does pretty well. He said till last week he had, I don't know why, but Al was upset. He said, I don't ever want to go to that doctor's office again. He's like, I sat there all day. So he thought he was at a doctor's office and not at adult daycare. I miss Bimbo too. Badly, badly. And I've been wanting to get down there, but now I have surgery coming up. Before it was like I had to get stuff in the garden before vacation. Now vacation. Now I've got surgery. Now I may have shoulder surgery after my eye surgery. We'll find out. I think I have an MRI coming up. More than likely. Oh, I need to make an appointment to call that doctor. See, because I forget that. If I don't put it in my calendar, it doesn't get done. Call ortho appointment. All day. But yeah, I miss Bimbo too. I really, really do. But he's been cleaning that house up and I don't know, getting rid of a lot of stuff. And then he's come across stuff that he didn't know his dad had. So he found some savings bonds. Not many, but a few. Every little bit helps. So it was good to talk to Johnny. But I told him that once he gets Al settled in the nursing center, then to let me know, and I'll send him some cheese balls. So, yeah. All right, Mark. Did I put your link in there? Yes, I did. All right, Mark. You have a good night. Take care, man. I will see you later. Yeah, I'm going to get off here too, y'all. So I'm going to go hang out with Mark for a little bit. So Mark basically he plays music while everybody hangs out and chats, Lori. So um, that's kind of what he does over there. It's a good group of people. Very good. A lot of times they come over here. You'll see a lot of the same people here over there. So yeah, because I met Mark because we used to do a rock show with our friend Bimbo Barbarella before she passed away. And yeah, so we did that for, I don't know how long Mark was doing it, but I was doing it about 2 years with her. And we would just take a band like Journey or The Who or somebody, and we would listen to all their albums, and then we would rank, each of us would rank our favorite songs. And because we all have different taste in music, um, our list would be quite different. Now, Mark, he went to Canada's Music Conservatory, I believe it was, and he took piano and sax. So, but piano is his main thing, and so he's about my age. I think Mark's a year younger than I am, and then he's in about 3 or 4 bands right now, and so he does live performances and everything too. So you'll see a little bit of that on his channel as well. And then we would Mark didn't perform, but myself, Bimbo, and my husband always did like a Christmas song every year on her channel. It was an original that we would perform and sing and all that crud. So, but yeah, we miss Bimbo. She was a lot of fun. And she knew a lot about music. Like I would never do music trivia because she would spank me on it. There's no way. She used to co-host some of my trivia and game stuff. But yeah, we lost her last September. She passed away. Yeah. We were supposed to do a show on Kansas, and she called and said she couldn't do it. Told her, okay, if you don't feel better by tomorrow, go to the hospital. Yeah. So, but yeah, sucks you losing your YouTuber friends, you know? And we have another YouTuber friend in hospice right now. So that kind of sucks. Sucks big time. So, but then we have friends like Renee's Secret Garden, who she survived bone marrow transplant. She was on death's door. They gave her like 26% chance to live. And she's been in remission for a year now. She's doing great. She's doing awesome. So I like being around positive people like that, positive stories, uplifting people. So I'm not going to be a downer by talking about all this death. So, but yeah, we do miss our friends for certain. But Bimbo lived in Florida, and we would go down there twice a year to visit her too. And she came up here one year. We had a good time. We went to the aquarium, and I asked her like all the things. I gave her a list. What do you want to do? And everything she wanted to do had to do with animals. So she wanted to go to the aquarium and she wanted to go to a petting zoo. So, hey Angela, how are you doing? Did you get a good nap in? I hope you did. How's your eye doing? Yeah, it is. I lost a friend in December too. Hmm. That's when you start feeling it. So, I hope your eye is getting better, Angela. I know it's a slow process. Ah, Angela, no. I'm sorry. Well, you got one thing going for you. I tell you, man, it's one thing after another at this age, isn't it? It's crazy. Uh, wow. I was saying earlier, Angela, I did have good blood work come back this time. It's probably the best I've had in quite a long year, many years. So, but I always have low cholesterol. I've never had a problem with that. But yeah, I'm tired of being in pain though. I'll say that. But then I also think, Lori, I think of the alternative and all the friends we've lost, you know, and people that are suffering a lot worse pain right now in hospice. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, see, Angela, mine's low, same genetic low cholesterol, but with heart disease. So go figure. Go figure. And my dad was the same way. He did have high blood pressure, but he also had severe heart disease and heart failure eventually. But yeah, just runs in our family. Oh no, Angela. That ain't good. So are they hoping your natural immune system will kick in on that, Angela? I hope. Wow. Mine's 14. Mine's actually, I think, almost too low because you need cholesterol for your brain and stuff. Like every cell has cholesterol in it. So can you have too low cholesterol? No, 14. Yes, 1 4. 1 4. Oh, well, that's my LDL. Yeah, my LDL is 1 4. Ridiculously low. Where is it? That's my lipid, right? Yeah, my total cholesterol is 95. But my LDL, yeah, 14. It's crazy. Mm, yeah. And then so your cholesterol is lower than mine. Let me hide my doctor's name. My overall cholesterol is 95. Yeah. Yeah. So everything was really good for me except for my chloride, and my chloride was low, and something else. Oh, my triglycerides were high. But I was saying that was because I'm eating fattier meat because my doctor said eat more fat and protein. But I'm going to back off of that. Wow. That's good. That's good, Angela. Very, very good. And that's crazy too, because you're vegetarian. You would think yours would be super, super low. Yeah, that was from a blood test, Martha. Did you see my message on Instagram, Martha? Was that your mom that was diagnosed? How did Mama B do on her birthday? Did she have a good one? I mean, my cholesterol was low when she put me on statins. So now it's super low. Yeah, I don't know, Lori, because I don't. It was better than the breakfast I had at Denny's. Oh my gosh, it was one of the worst meals I've had in a long time. Chris and I went in Michigan because we were just tired. It was the end of our first week in Detroit. And I was like, well, I can go get the senior special. And what did I do? I wanted pancakes with it. So I got the senior special and then got the pancakes. And then I realized that I could have gotten just the regular what, Rudy Tooty breakfast or something for less money. And the server didn't tell me. Oh, and it was like a rainforest in there over the beverage area. Like water was just like you walked in, there was a whole beverage area with the coffee and the tea, and it was like a two-sided thing with all the server station, and water was just dripping like crazy. And when we would walked in, the guy's like, oh, at least the AC's working now. Gosh. I was thinking it's only going to work because it was so frozen over that it quit working, that it thawed enough to allow the AC to work. It's just going to freeze back up or did. Oh my gosh. It was the craziest thing. I was like, okay, maybe I won't be going to Denny's anymore. But I don't know. And they had Perkins there. I'm like, why didn't we just go to Perkins? Oh, that was a comment, Mrs. Hopkins. I'm sorry. About the Parkinson's support group. Really, Mrs. Critters. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, wow, Mrs. Hopkins. That's awful. Wow, wow, wow. Chris has a coworker that has it, and he's continued to work, and he's had it for decades. And whatever medicine he's on controls it really, really well. Oh, okay, Mrs. Hopkins. Yeah. Well, did she have a good birthday? Did you get my package? I think it said it got delivered. Oh, okay, cool. Chris said it. Oh, it's your birthday? It is not, Angela. When is your birthday? When is your birthday, Angela? Do I have you in my thing? Oh, I don't. When is your birthday, Angela? Is it your birthday today, Mrs. Angela? Today? Oh, happy birthday. Oh, I'm so sorry. All you July babies. I'm sorry you're sick on your birthday. Oh, I hate that. And you actually just made a cake for somebody for their birthday. Oh, oh, Angela. Oh, have you had dinner tonight? Oh, okay. Oh, Angela. That sucks. Well, do you need anything, Angela? Let me know. See, Lori, that's your job, Lori. You're here to make everybody feel young. Oh, gosh. See, and that's a great gift to have. Not everybody has that gift, Lori. So you have to think about that every day when you wake up. You can think, oh, I'm here to make everybody else feel young. Hopefully, we make you feel young too, Lori. Uh, 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 ours should be Amazon. It should be. I'll ask Chris. How did. Pay to. All right. I've texted him. We'll see. Good, Lori. I'm glad we make you feel young. Eh. Now, we did send it Amazon. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty short. Now, I had a friend that was 4'11", and she was tiny. And that's the girl Chris wanted to date. That was my friend that he would ask me about. Could you see him with a girl 4'11"? I couldn't see him with her. She'd drive him crazy. Mm. Um, I don't know where Chris is. He hadn't answered my question yet. Shall we call him? Ringy dingy. Hey, I sent you a text. Can you look up and see how Mama B's package was sent? Oh, okay. All right, thanks. I'm 5'5". I'm pretty short. I'm not terribly tall myself. 5'3" and a half. Lori's about my mom's height. Well, I think my mom was five. Yeah, she was 5'3". And she had tiny feet. But my mom also played basketball. And she was, I think, crowned basketball queen. So she must have been pretty good. Wow, Angela. I thought your daughter was pretty tall. Wow. That's crazy. You got the short gene, Angela. I think my dad was was he 5'11"? My mom was 5'2", so 5'3", so me being 5'5" and a half, I'll take it. Oh my, Angela's so tiny. Oh, I think it got delayed, Martha. That's weird. Oh, it says Friday the 25th by 9. It's going to come USPS. It's in Avondale. So, yeah, you'll get there Friday, Mrs. Hopkins. For some reason, I thought it was supposed to be there this last Friday, but I was mistaken. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't mess that up. Now, Mrs. Hopkins, your birthday's coming up too, right? Yes. Yeah. When's your birthday, Lori? That's wild, Angela. Now, a friend of mine's mother also worked out at Fort Mac. Fort Mac is now Tyler Perry Studios. And he's getting ready to, I think, buy a bunch more land from the city or from the feds on that lot there. Yeah. So sure is. Where you born were born is now a movie studio. Hmm. That's where you get that star quality from. Man. Well, I hope you're feeling well enough by next week to go celebrate, Angela. I do, I do. That's wild. I used to live just about 2 blocks from Fort Mac too. I used to take the train from there to go to work every day. I loved it. I loved taking the train to work. I don't understand why people are so adverse to public transportation in certain areas because it was just so nice. I wasn't stressed out when I got to work. I could read a book. I could, you know, file my nails, do do whatever I wanted, and not be stressed out. It saved a lot of wear and tear. Oh, yeah. 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 I can definitely read on a train. Chris gets motion sickness, but I can't. I can do it. But I will say, because Chris got motion sickness, we were in France, and they had a gas strike. So then we couldn't get gas because they were at the time they were places that did have gas. You had to be within that county or that region to be able to get gas. I told Chris, I said, bribe one of these guys and you'll be able to get gas. He would not bribe somebody. So we ended up having to take the rental car to Le Mans and then getting on the train. But since Chris gets motion sickness, we reserved seats. And then when we got on the train, he said he didn't want a window or be near a window because that would make him sick. So when we saw somebody just in our seats, our paid for seats, we just went to the luggage area and sat on the luggage all the way from Le Mans to Paris. But he made it. He didn't get sick. It worked well. No, they still have a lot of the buildings are there, Angela. I meant to catch it when I don't know if I caught it when I did that footage when we were going down to the airport. Um, but yeah, that's all Tyler Perry studio. Like the main gate too. The one that's, when you come off 166 and the ramp is there, and then you go on to Main Street to get to Fort Mac. And that first entrance is on the left. Yeah, that's the entrance to Tyler Perry studio now. That main entrance. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I think, what did he say about that? He was going to news. I just read something about oh, the big news is he fired his own aunt. She wouldn't come to work. Yeah, so he kind of modernized some of the buildings, but it looks like they currently own 330 acres over there. They have 12 sound stages and 200 acres of green space and 40 buildings on the National Register of Historic Places. It's one of the largest production facilities in the whole country. Um, but what is he wanting to do now? He wants to expand on another 38 acres of land, and he wants to make that a mixed use development. A variety of building uses, including office space, retail, theater, associated parking. It would be nearly 1.3 million square feet and to be finished by January 2028. And he may open his studios to the public. They were supposed to offer tours in 2020, but once COVID hit, they that never happened. He was also planning a 3,000 seat theater for concerts and events. So maybe that'll come with this purchase. But let me share my screen. I like all of his stuff. He has not put out anything bad, in my opinion. Mm, here we go. See if you can see that. I'll share that. Close that. But that's what the see, he changed the facade a little bit here. Mhm. So, but that's what it looks like. And you can see this when you go by in the train to the airport. So, yeah, sure enough. Oh, black screen again. Hmm. I don't know why that does that to me. Let's see, window. There we go. We'll see if it pops up that time. Mm-hmm. So good. uh, oh no, Mrs. Hopkins. Oh no. Oh gosh. Medea's, oh gosh. Medea is so funny. I remember when he used to have the plays down before he started doing the movies. He used to have the plays down at the Atlantic Civic Center. Where was that? On North Avenue and what's that cross street? I want to say Ponce. But that's kind of how he started when he was sleeping out of his car and writing those plays. he would he would just rent the civic center and hold these plays, and that's how he got the money to do the movies. I would have loved to have seen the live plays. Hmm. Yeah, his serious movies, man, they're too serious almost. They make me cry. He gets me. They're tear jerkers. They are tear jerkers. Yeah, it's good to see that he became as successful as he did. The Bahamas. Oh wow. Oh, that's crazy, Mrs. Hopkins. See, now you can watch it and not feel bad. And you would think with Tyler Perry and his money, we'd just fly down to Bermuda or Bahamas. It's not that far from here. There you go, Mrs. Hopkins. Oh, he's being sued? For what? Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, that probably won't even very much. I would doubt it. I don't know. Now I'm going to have to go look at this salacious gossip. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to go read on it because I hadn't heard anything about it. No, I think so too, Angela. I think so. Unlike some people. Unlike some. So, yeah. There you go, Mrs. Hopkins. Ah, oh, gosh. Well, I planted some yellow squash finally. Oh my gosh. I think I saw some at the produce stand. I'll have to go up and see, but I know the stores aren't carrying squash or zucchini. So upset. Hmm. We've been eating watermelon this year has been incredible. We've been eating like one a week. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I was surprised my glucose was so low. As much watermelon as we've been eating. It has been super tasty. Super duper tasty. I don't know if I'll get any watermelon over there. I'd be surprised. I haven't seen one melon yet, but probably needs a ton more water. Yeah. Angela, when are you going back to the doctor? Oh, I don't know what's going on, Lori. I normally don't. I have pretty high speed. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Hey, Virginia Wolf, how's it going? I liked your bike ride the other day. That area of the country is just so pretty. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Angela. I did not see that comment. I don't think it's water. I think it gets, like, my mother in law says she waters hers every day because I think that being that dark green, they just, that heat holds it. And I think for mine, she said the other thing she does, she fertilizes it like crazy. Now I just put fish emulsion in there uh, yesterday, day before, because we were able to go. It was 90 degrees. Well, it probably was, but it was overcast the other night. So we went out and we did a bunch of quick garden work, and that was one of the things I did was put fish emulsion. I get tongue tied because I want to call it fish emoji because Q calls it fish emoji. Uh, I don't know what's going on here, Lori. Is that I said error. More than one ingestion is using primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream to the backup URL. What in the heck is that about? And then it has a little, I have no idea what that means, but I will look it up. Hmm. Interesting. I'll have to look at this later, I think. Union or marriage tempting start. I don't know. Now I'm wondering if I'll even get a post after this. Oh, I see what's going on. I see. So apparently I've got two streams running at the same time. But I didn't see that. Yeah, so we already finished. I do music trivia usually eight o'clock. So we usually start like 8:15. So we've been over a while now, but I'll usually do a hangout too, Virginia Woolf. Hey, I really liked the Marilyn Manson concert. That was really good. It was pretty amazing. Let me see. I don't know why it says. I think it said because I scheduled it, but then I went live. So it's saying I have two lives running concurrent. Oh, but I see. That's weird. It's showing like stuff that was done before is live. Like even my garden tours, it's showing them as live. Old ones that I posted. So I think there's something weird going on. There's always with Honor. Virginia Woolf, I met up with Honor in real life. And Faye, I met Faye in real life. There's me and Faye in Wisconsin. Uh, that was fun. We had a really good time. But I don't know. It's showing like all of my lives as live, but it's also showing my garden tour Saturday that's not alive as lives videos. See, it's showing everything as alive. Well, that it didn't. I don't know. The lives it is showing as lives, but I don't know why it showed the garden thing as alive. Because that was not alive. I don't know. I'm perplexed. Faye is a super sweet person. Super, super. YouTube can be a little wacky. Well, and I signed up to do a survey with YouTube and then they sent me something, but then I was suspect of it because uh well, number one, it says they're going to pay me $100 for a survey, which they said they would reimburse for some surveys, not all, and it would vary. Um, but then when I was looking at it, it looked like the link and the company was the company doing the survey. There was a link to learn more about them, and they were a company in India. And I don't know. I just got really suspect, right? But then I got one from YouTube that was a $15. Um, it was a $15 research payment. Now that sounded more reasonable. Oh, and it was weird too because it said click here if you something like you don't have to do the survey. If you did the survey between these dates, you would have to do it again. But now this one wants you to be based in the USA or India. But it doesn't say that they're going to be using another company to do it. But it had all the YouTube thing. It had the YouTube LLC, an address at the bottom. it showed that it came from, um, now this is funny because they have this feedback.google.com is where this came from. And YouTube/user-research at google.com. And when I researched the other scammy looking one, that one had a different address. It was with youtube.com. But when I looked with youtube.com up on who is database, so if you ever question like a .com or a .gov, whatever, and you want to know who is the owner of that, you go to who is at WHOIS, and you can put in the stuff and see who owns it. But yeah. Now it said that YouTube owned with youtube.com. So it's really weird. But I think those email addresses can be spoofed just like phone stuff. So I'm ultra careful on that. If I go to my who is, let's see, Easy Street with Jen, jen.com. It just says I'm taken. But this was GoDaddy, not who is. Who is domain lookup. Now mine should be all private. EasyStreetWithJen.com. Yeah. Client delete prohibited. Yeah, registered 2022. Scarce. Yeah. Yeah, so all my information is private, but it does have my stuff in the Who Is database. So yeah. But that's the thing. I have on my YouTube, before I even started my channel, I did all my brand research. So I tried to find a name that hadn't been taken on YouTube that included the name Jen. And then I also wanted to make sure that I could get a URL. So I have a .com. I just don't do anything with it. Because I kind of want, and I might go to that because I was thinking about starting doing bingo games too. Now I could do bingo games if I use my URL to where people could go get a bingo card and print it out. And then we could do bingo. And I've thought about it. And I think with AI now, I could probably get AI to generate 50 bingo cards. Oh yeah. Yeah, we use my husband's in IT and we've always just used the free malware bites. And we've used the free what do we use? McAfee? Whatever one of the free ones is. I don't even know anymore. But we've always just used those free antiviral and spamware. And then he also uses pop-up blocker. But we've never, ever had a virus. I don't even think we've had malware. But as an IT person, he said usually if you go to any of the like friend finders will give you a malware really quickly. because he finds that issue a lot at work. People go into friend finders and then their computer gets bogged down. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I think the scammers are getting desperate. Social Blade, I'll tell you, because I'm on Social Blade. Social Blade. Let's see. Creator stats. Oh, wait. Is that, is it Social Blade or? Oh, yeah. Now, I wouldn't pay for anything from anybody. I don't pay for stuff. I figures I can always find something free on the internet. But I also have learned that, like I've seen when I was working on logos for some other projects I was working on, I looked up the trademark on some of them and I found, oh, it was a font I was researching because fonts are copyrighted, some of them, some are not. Um, but the artist uses font, and when I researched it, I was like, this font is from an artist that requires money. Like, did you pay for this? Do I have, where's my subscription? Do I have? And he's like, no, no, no. I got it off this other site. So what this guy was doing was selling copyrighted fonts. And you could see his history in this program, and he was jumping around Europe. He was selling other people's font designs, and he was just all over Europe collecting money and then just moving on. So it was a pretty elaborate scheme. And when I clicked on the computer, it got nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But there's some good pop-up blockers. I wouldn't trust all of them, but I'd trust anything that Chris gets because he's in IT. Yeah, that would be a pain. That would be a pain. I'd hate to be the one that clicked on, the link that caused, like, how they do the hospitals or, companies where they'll brick the entire company with wanting money. But yeah, I just pulled myself up on Social Blade and it looks correct. It says I'm at 1.5 thousand subscribers. I'm less than that, actually. It says I have 683,790 views. That sounds about right. So this is Hopkins, 73. At let's see. Failed to import. User invalid. I think it's. Oh, it may be. There you are. Mrs. Hopkins, 1.07 thousand subscribers and 67.37 thousand views. It says this creator is already in our database. But I think, is it your old one? Oh no, it is you with the dog. Yeah, I would think that stealing fonts would be quite, yeah, ransomware. Yeah, I guess they bought the font, downloaded it, and they're just reselling it. Is what they're doing. I imagine it would be as easy as that. Yeah, Social Blade's pretty close though. Let's see. Share screen. See, I'll be delayed though. But this is Mrs. Hopkins up here. And this is me down here. See, uh, I'm a C minus. Gosh. I'm a C minus. Yeah. My yearly estimated earnings, right. Right. Oh my gosh. I've slacked so badly. Say, I will say that I've slacked. Well, I was putting out a video every day, 7 days a week for how long? For a good 6 months, right? I was doing okay, I guess. I mean, I was doing, so I was doing shorts and long form. So I was trying to put a short out every day and a video out every day and not always related. So then it'll come back. It should come back, Lori. Um, but yeah, yeah. Angela's probably high up there. She's probably got a much better grade. But I was putting out content every day, a long and a short. Okay, good. Thanks, Lori. That is quite a delay. But yeah, so I was doing that for I don't know, 6 months. And yeah, I was getting like 50 subs every every 28 days or whatever. But you can do that just by putting shorts out there. Yeah, school flashbacks for real, Mrs. Hopkins. But I'm fine. If I'm a C, oh no, Angela, what the heck? Right on the knuckles, too. Golly, dang. Really, what'd you do, Angela? That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how Social Blade works or anything, but and then I came back and I said what? I was going to put out a live every day. I was going to go live and I was going to get my hours in. And then I'm just like, why am I stressing over it? Number one, it's not a race. Number two, I'm not going to stress out over it and ruin the fun of it. I mean, I want YouTube to stay fun and enjoyable. If it becomes work, I mean, at least with the trivia, I'm learning something, and I like that. I like learning, so I don't feel like that's you know. But just to crank out content daily is difficult. Yeah, you just don't know, Angela. You just don't know, and that's pretty good. 2K. That isn't bad. Not bad at all. Um, Virtual nuns out there with rulers, definitely. Yeah, Social Blade wants you to be one of those a million viewers with the high counts. Now there are some people that have amazing, like I look at their Danny the Medic, for example, right? Danny the Medic has a pretty good viewer, subscriber to view ratio. So if I go down and look one of Danny's older videos, let's see. So this one, he has 43,000 subs and he has 14,000 views. Oh, probably because I have my phone near it. I wonder. But so I think his ratio is high. So he's getting 25% of his subscribers are looking at his videos, which is a huge ratio. I mean, I'm always amazed when I see those people that have like almost a 1-for-1 ratio, you know, of subscribers to views. Yeah, I think it's a great ratio too. Is Clowny a class Clowny? Not anymore. My understanding is he just graduated from another clown class, you know. But did you see the dirt on him, Mrs. Hopkins? Did you see the video on Clowny? Hold on and I'll bring it up. I was looking to find out what happened in Valverde. Well, I went down to Florida and hooked up with some of the people that we knew. And somebody that Clowny pissed off came through for me. They gave me the evidence I was looking for. Oh yeah, I'll bring it up. Let's see. Here it is. Oh wait, I need to stop it. Hold on, stop. All right, now I got to share screen. Here. All right. Let's play it. Here's the intel. I knew there was a reason he wasn't working, but let's see here. Look at this. So there he is. There's a sticker. And look at it. What is this? Emergency. Oh no. Call 911. And look, there's his head right there. Did you see it? Did you see it? He got arrested in Valverde. That's what happened with Clowny, man. Mm-hmm. I gotta get this out on I gotta get this out on I gotta get this out over on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Just what I was looking for. Yep, that's exactly who it is, Virginia Woolf. He has The Hard Life and Times of Clowny, Part 1 and Part 2. He's my nemesis, right? He's my nemesis, right? We have a history. About that time, on Valentine's Day, that time, that year. Angela remembers this, right? How upset I was this Valentine's Day, Angela, because Clowny came at me, because Virginia Woolf, Valentine's is when we met. And He wanted me to have his baby. He asked me to have his baby that night. And then he walked away. And he walked away. And he really bugged me because, he's been coming at me, saying nasty stuff. You know how he is. So he decided to run my Valentine's Day with Chris. And I couldn't help but, think about that night back in Florida, down there in Yeehaw Junction. Now, Virginia Woolf, you saw where I took him down at that club, right? Did you see that, Jeff? Trying to see if I could find it on here. Oh yeah, that was this night. He's an evil clown. I'll fast forward it though. What's your name, man? Easy Street with Jim? That's your name? Yeah. You're the one been making the videos about me on the fucking internet. Oops, did that happen on mine? See, that was after this, though. That's a night I took. That's a night I took Clowny down. Filthy mouth Clowny. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he took one recovered his phase panties. Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Yep. No way he's Hulk Hogan in disguise. He would only wish to be Hulk Hogan. He's nowhere close to Hulk Hogan. He certainly doesn't have the body of a wrestler. You'd like to think he does. Now, Polar Bear is a big old dude. But you see, I took him down too. So, And actually, Polar Bear was in part I don't know if he was in part 1. He's in part 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just wait till you see part 3. Oof. Oh my gosh. Boy, hold your breath. Hold your breath. Oh, Lori, Clowny is more than weird. Clowny is more than weird. Oh, yeah. So I'm always hunting Clowny down because he steals women's panties. And he thinks that's a good joke. You know, most clowns, they have their animal tricks, they have their balloon tricks, not Clowny. In fact, Clowny was on um, Judge Steve Harvey. So if you go Judge Steve Harvey Clowny on a YouTube search, you're going to find that court case there too. So, and he just made a mockery of the courtroom. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I still say Theo should have won. And I this is the thing. So he won that judgment. But I paid for the gas to get down to Miami. I paid for the beer. I paid for the hotel room. And he won that judgment. Oh, yeah, right, Virginia Woolf? He won that judgment and he still hasn't paid me back. He hasn't paid me back a dime because he thinks because he got me in the panty recovery business, trying to recover ladies' panties, that I am more than compensated for all the money that I spent on that trip to Miami, where he made a clown of himself, for lack of a better word, and ruined Theo's entire party that he paid Clowny darn good money to perform at. So, yeah, Clowny's a scoundrel. Clowny is definitely a scoundrel. So, but I haven't even seen him around lately. He used to pop up in my lives and harass me. Now he's, hey, Thompson Lifestyle, how are you doing? Good to see you. I sent you an invitation to come over and pick blueberries. I don't know if you got my message, but then the crows ate them all. We got some, and then when we went on vacation, I don't know if y'all got over here, but I hope you did. Nobody said they saw a weird family over here picking blueberries. Oh gosh, but I really like your trip to Dominican Republic. That was fun. And I hope the kids aren't having monkey nightmares now. Oh gosh. The but yeah, Clowny is a scoundrel, so he will always he will always be my nemesis. And I hope to always be his nemesis. So, there you go. We're perfect for each other. Yep. Yep. So, Virginia Wood, you have any concerts coming up? Chris bought tickets to see Yes when they come to town. And then he said, "Well, I don't know if I'm that into going to the concert." I was like, "Well, why did you buy the tickets?" I don't even know where they're playing, but I hope it's at a large stadium and I'll have to wear earplugs. So, because they will be loud. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But we haven't been to a concert in a long time, and I've kind of been itching for a good concert somewhere. But I was hoping to hit one in Detroit or somewhere on our travels, and we never got to. It may just be all Yes, Mrs. Hopkins, because I don't think they had an opening act when I saw them the last time. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was no opening act for Yes. And I don't know. I was hoping to see some good blues or something in Iowa. Believe it or not, if you watch Honor, they definitely have some good music there. But dang, he said he didn't go out much, and everything was closing at like 9 o'clock. It was crazy. Uh, Says Yes is touring with Deep Purple as the opening act on their current North American tour. Wow, really? Well, dang. Well, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Miss Bimbo. Well, I'll be there and with her spirit. Yeah, big show. 250 people. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good crowd. Yeah, it's crazy. It's hard to believe any of these people from the 70s are still playing in their original bands. It's also amazing how many bands don't have many members in it at all. I think John Anderson, he's the only one in Yes still from the original, right? Or, from back in the day. Hmm. So that's a pretty big venue, 250. Oh, yeah. That's why I'll take earplugs to the Yes concert, definitely. Because they play really loud anyway. And I know that about them. So, uh, but I think they'd be playing at an amphitheater. This is right. This is crazy. So they're playing at the Coca Cola Roxy. And the Coca Cola Roxy is a small venue, it's like a theater. It's like a theater. Oh, I'm sorry, Thompson Lifestyle. Sorry that you didn't get the blueberries. Next year, you'll have to come over. It's unusual for us to travel during gardening season. Yeah, the pictures of them with the monkeys are really, really cute. Yeah, but let me see. Yes. Oh, okay. So John Anderson is not playing with them anymore. Unless he happens to join this lineup. I'm not sure. Steve Howe, Jeff Downs, Billy Sherwood, John Davidson, and Jay Shellen. Uh, okay, so he was a drummer with Hurricane, Asia, World Trade, Circa, and Unruly Child. He's from Albuquerque. Wow. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. We'll see. But yeah, I do like the smaller venues. And the Coca-Cola Roxy, it's small. I saw who did I see there? Richard Cheese, I've seen there. I'm trying to think of who else I've seen there. Hmm. Seen other bands, I just can't think of who. Dang it. Sucks getting old. But yeah, Richard Cheese was great. That was a perfect venue to see him. Have you ever seen Richard Cheese, Virginia Woolf? Lori might like Richard Cheese. He does. He takes sometimes rap songs, sometimes pop songs, whatever, and he does them. He turns them into a slow lounge version, and it's very cheesy. Hence the name Richard Cheese. Uh, and like he did "Baby Got Back." Uh, down with the oh, why am I down with the, I can't remember the name of the song. Down with the Sickness. I think he did that also, and lounge style. But I like Richard Cheese a bunch. No, no Rick Wakeman. Not at all. Who's doing keyboards? Keyboards will be John Davidson. No. He used to be with Glass Hammer and then Arc of Life, but now he's the lead singer for Yes. Do they have? Oh, Jeff Downs is their keyboardist. Jeff Downs played with the Buggles and Asia. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a regrouped. Yes. Yes, reimagined. Yes, deconstructed, reconstructed. Something like that. So yeah, it should be interesting. But we've seen some really good groups at some of these amphitheaters, and I especially like the Fred because they tend to have a lot of we call it the Fred. It's called the Fred. But it's a Frederick C. Brown amphitheater. And it's really, really tiny. But we've seen some good acts there, mostly like from the 50s, 60s type stuff. So I was trying to see if they had their maybe they're all sold out. Oh, the Fred's website. Who they have? They have a tribute, but that's the thing. They're going to tribute bands. But they are having George Thorogood August 30th. Travis Tritt, Blues Traveler, Gin Blossom Spin Doctors. That would be a fun concert. September 13th, Styx. Styx and nobody else? Wow. Star Wars and More with Atlanta Symphony. Jeff Foxworthy. Gene Simmons Band. I didn't know he went out on his own, doing his own thing. Melissa Etheridge. Taylor Swift tribute. Night Ranger. But yeah, we have like the REM Makes Synchronicity. A tribute to REM. Okay. But I like some of these amphitheaters around here. They always have really good, they're small venues and they're good shows. Right, there you go, Lori. There you go. Yeah, they're not so crowded. Even when where we're going to see, yes, it's a very small. It was an old timey theater, and they just took all the seats out, and it's standing only. So that should be fun. Yeah, it'll all be good. It'll all be good. But I was thinking we hadn't even seen really a concert in a venue since, well, we went to that Jimmy Carter's 100th birthday celebration uh, concert. But before that, we hadn't been to a concert since the Boutros Brothers. So, do you like the Boutros Brothers, Virginia Woolf? You were in the high school when the Spin Doctors are popular? That's funny. That's too funny. Yeah. Well, that's what they have those little triangular little stools you can take with you. You know, with it like a cane with a seat on it. That's what you need, Lori. So, Virginia Woolf, did you ever see Brucho's Brothers? They're awesome. I think you'd like them. They're out of Cleveland. Straight out of Cleveland. Yeah, I like small venues. I'm not into the big arena stuff so much anymore. Although if they still had the 50s concert at the Brave Stadium, I would still go to that because I always loved the 50s. You watch a lot of Baywatch? Oh my gosh. Do you have any David Hasselhoff albums, Virginia Woolf, by chance? You know, he's loved in Germany. But I think he's dealing with some alcohol issues as of late, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't watch anything. If it's not on YouTube, I pretty much am not watching it. The Boutros brothers, Butros brothers, or Boutros. Wait, no, 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 no. It wasn't Boutros brothers. Maybe it's the Boutros band. The Budos band. There we go. The Budos band. They're from New York. The Budos band. Oh, his music is right up there with William Shatner. Uh, right up there with William Shatner. No, he's a big pop star in Germany. I don't know why, but he is. He is. He is. Yeah. Oy vey. Now I'm craving. Now I'm craving a Jewish deli. I kept looking for one on our travels. I couldn't believe that Detroit didn't have a good Jewish deli in the city. Like you had to drive like out of the city to get to a good Jewish deli. But there's a good Jewish deli in Fort Lauderdale called Oy Vey. Oh, it's really good too. Mm, yeah. No, his music was terrible, Lori. Terrible, terrible. I think all the didn't O'Kelly did an album as well as Leonard Nimoy. So they all had to get their hands in the music business a little bit. But yeah. But I think David Hasselhoff, his was more poppy music. The Budos Band. The Budos Band. It is called the Budos Band. You can't just put Budos in. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 members in the Budos Band. Where they describe all music describes them as doom rock afro soul big band with that 70s touch that joins musical universes from trippy psychedelia and afro funk to 70s hard rock and late 60s soul. They've described themselves as 70s psychedelic instrumental music and afro soul inspired by Ethiopian music with a soul undercurrent and sprinkled with a bit of 60s stuff on top. One press release described the band as sounding as if Quentin Tarantino was a music supervisor for a Bond film. But they have a little bit of jazz, funk, Afrobeat, underground rock, proto metal. They're signed to Daptone. No, Hasselhoff was doing more pop. He may have done spoken word though, too. Let's see. The most watched man on television is what Guinness World Book of Records said. Wow. Wow. Let's look at his discography. He does motivational speaking. Oh, he was starring in The Producers? Well, I saw The Producers, the guy who played, what'd you call it? Ferris Bueller's best friend played one of the guys in The Producer. It was a really good play. Wonder why it doesn't have a list of his discography. It's at Music Brains. I didn't know that was a thing. All right. Here we go. David Hasselhoff has 102 releases, 15 albums. I think his last one, he started in 85 with Night Rocker. And then his last album was in 2021, Party Your Hasselhoff. There you go. Yeah, probably my computer crappy now. I need to go to bed too. And I think Mark's live too. So I was going to go over there and see him, wasn't I? And here we are 2, 3 hours later, just chatting about crap. What movie? Which movie, Lori? I'm terrible with movies. Terrible with movies. And I'm barely any good with song. Oh, the producers. Probably. And I saw the play version. So the play version may be different than the stage movie version. But yeah, I think that is right, Lori. Yeah, I saw that, I don't know how many years ago, 20 years ago or so. The producers. We also saw Steve Martin did a play called Underpants. That was real good too. Except my grandmother-in-law to see it, and she talked the whole time loudly during the play. Uh, yeah, I don't. Well, it never got made into a movie, but it should have. I think he did a lot of side projects like that, where he wrote plays or music. You know, Steve Martin, he always had his fingers in something. So, yeah. So, are you going live, Lori? You go live almost every night, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good for you. I'm beat. I'm beat. What I have going on? I've got to cook tomorrow. I planned on doing nothing today because I was ready for this show and everything. And then I got up, I made potato salad. I did like 4 loads of laundry, um, cleaned my bathroom. You know, I don't know how that happens, but I say I'm going to just get some R&R, and then I end up doing way more than I planned. So a pat on the back to me for being productive, but I could probably use the R&R more than anything. So, all right, y'all have fun, Lori. If I'm up, I will come over, but I got to take care of a couple other things before I do that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight. It's always fun, always a pleasure. I appreciate you coming and watching. And y'all take care, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat station. Y'all take care. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, good for you. You're such a good girl, Lori. You get bonus points from him for that, right? Y'all take care. Love you. Bye.